from the ambulance district.
Well, first thing I think is gonna take the longest is we need to discuss. Close at April, we put Zach on for mechanicing contract. And we needed a contract, so I believe it was from April till June. And then it was supposed to be renewed or negotiated or something was supposed to happen, so. We have all three parties. I think we need to discuss that and
Okay,
figure where we're at, where we're going, and
and you were gonna do, you were gonna get with them and get insurance, right? Is that what they were just?
Yeah, he's got all that.
You got all that,
Yep.
so,
The one that I signed was for 60 days. The one you
Okay.
guys insisted was signed, and I've been running with that expired.
okay. So we
How's-
probably need to get with Brittany to have her, cause she was the one that drew up the last contract, right?
Yeah,
I think I have a copy of it in my van.
Okay.
yeah, and we should have one on file too, so.
Yeah, they wanted $1 million, and I ended up getting a $2 million bond just to satisfy all parties.
Okay,
And I went above and beyond that.
So
Okay.
everything's been going great the way we have it.
I really don't think that that there's no guarantee, and I put money out of the pocket for the insurance and the licensing and all that. I don't think $55 is gonna cut it. I'm proposing 65 because there's months that we have a few hours
Where you can
kind of
see.
starting to cover expenses.
and
Because there's no set, you can't say that an ambulance is gonna break down 5 times this month, so I'll have, you know what I mean? There's like for 2 months, I've had like 14 hours, so. So
and
that's
what's the cost of the insurance per month?
my insurance.
Yeah.
Well, the bonding and everything, I pay $144 for that, and then it was $100 to do the licensing, and then I turn around, now, because the van was too old, they don't wanna insure that, so I have to separate insure on my insurance for the vehicles. So that's $134 a month just for that, so I'm putting $200 or $300 a month out, and if I only get 2 or 3 hours,
Yeah,
that ain't even covering what it is, so.
that was gonna be in the discussion for our upcoming meeting next week with the board to bring to you guys for a proposal of a.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah, why don't you do it that way? That would be the easier way to do that. Go through the board and talk to the board first and bring that up. So, we want to redo if we're gonna do that, we might as well wait to do the whole, contract then. Okay,
We could probably do a review meeting the Wednesday after the meeting. Probably just skip next Wednesday, Sid, and then we'll do when we're doing approval of the bills and we can do the contract. They'll give her 2 weeks to look at it or whatever I gotta do.
Now, are you guys proposing that this is every 60 days or?
no,
no, I
No.
think should be a longer term than
Yeah, it
that.
should be a
At
lot
least
longer.
a year,
yeah,
Yeah.
if not more, but.
With a 30-day out either end.
that'd be a good idea.
That way, if he wants to leave in 30 days or you want him to leave, then based on stuff for the whole year.
I
Yeah.
believe it was in there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in there that I have
think it
to
was
give a
written.
30-day notice.
Yeah.
But, okay,
Or if the county wished to, the ambulance board wished to extinguish it, then it was 30 days they had to give me, so.
All right, do you have any other questions for,
I do. This is an example of what Jerry used to give us each month for the payables. Will you share that? Because I've been trying to get that and it's been several months. We haven't had anything to approve on the checks issued.
She hasn't, since you didn't marry.
We got the, financials and stuff, but, not the actual payables and checklists like that. That he used to send every month.
Oh, this is gonna be a headache.
So if there's just a spreadsheet like that and that's what's presented to us, it makes it simple
fine.
to approve.
Mary's out of town again, so.
Okay, that's why she probably hasn't responded.
I'll,
I emailed a copy. forwarded that email with those attachments that what Jerry used to send, so.
Okay.
That if you share it with the board and someone can make sure, every month, that's what they would send us. This little spreadsheet of what was paid out and
Okay.
brief.
The other thing that I got is where are we at with these spare ambulances that we were gonna bid one out and sell the other one?
We're still doing the auction. We gotta get that other one up for auction. We went ahead
The red
and
one.
surplus the red one, and I contacted, James and told him he can pick up that white ambulance at any time. He's just gotta come in and pay for it. So we should have it, I'd say towards the end of the month, we should have the auction ready. Cause we got other
That's
vehicles.
included in our auction coming up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he
I've
he's gonna
talked,
do some work for me personally, and he asked me yesterday about his bid.
Yeah.
Pretty much review on what I can remember the last meeting, Jay Green met me when we kind of discussed the budget stuff, and we were asking cost, correct?
For the
For
yearly
doing,
budget from
for
Tony.
doing, for keeping track of the finances through Tammy. And the board was kind of wondering what the incurring cost would be to the district to do that.
For everything to be running through the clerk's office. I don't see a cost to you guys
I
at all.
don't either.
No, you'd just be submitting the invoices. They'll be run through our payables as normal,
So you start saying everything and we would just.
like we did before.
with
Yeah.
EMS.
Yeah, there'd be no cost to you guys.
The other thing,
And then
Okay.
you will get,
huh?
The annual budget with Tony, the audit,
All the audit.
is there a reason that we can't go through the county to do that? Instead of what it costs us, $21,000,
15 grand.
15 grand, and
I'll have to ask
I
Tammy.
can't imagine
Yeah.
why it
that
can't
would
be
be-
included in the county wise.
Tammy, because we're
Separate
separate
district.
taxing entity district is what she was
That's the,
saying.
well,
I'm pretty sure that's why.
but if you're gonna start doing all the payables and stuff, then we're more like, more into the county thing then, so I don't know if that would make a difference or not.
We'll have to ask that question to see why and how we can do that. I don't see why they wouldn't do a regular audit through the county anyway, because we're gonna have all the records and statements and everything.
It's hard, I mean, that's a lot of money going out just
Yep.
for that little bit of audit, if we can just include.
I'm not gonna, I got in trouble a lot of times. so I'm not gonna say that.
No, that's my opinion. And
Right.
maybe there's a reason it can't be done, I don't know.
Okay.
We'll check with legal and.
Yeah.
Tammy and,
And on that, where they were talking, the board's talking about doing a joint powers to try to be able to, how would you put it, Jay? Go out and get things done without having to go double, come in here to get approval to a certain point. Or, I don't know, we need to discuss and fine tune it between the two, the advisory board and the commissioners. We need to come in and probably with the whole boards to discuss what we wanna do. And it's kind of got me confused.
It's becoming redundant, I mean,
Yeah,
we do it, give it to you guys, it just seems to go back to that way I understood it at the
Yeah.
last meeting.
that's the way I understood.
I think we can eliminate a
Streamline.
couple of hoops if we just figure out how to do it
Okay.
one
So
way or the other.
maybe in the future, we can get whenever everything settles down, we can get both,
Okay, we can get legal in and make sure that they
have a
agree.
good sit down and maybe discuss what we
Okay.
can fine tune. And this paper trail is just outrageous. All the bills get turned into Scott Dietrich at District 2. They collect it and it goes to Mary for payables. Then it comes back to me for signature on the checks, and then you guys gotta come in and approve it. So we got to streamline this just a little bit. Tracy knows what I'm talking about. It's just
Yeah.
kind of like what the Groomer Board was doing, you know, and it's just somewhere where we can eliminate where it's being
Mhm.
shuffled around between.
We'll get with legal and see if we can come up with something and we'll all meet together and see if we can come up with a plan to maybe streamline some of the, see what we can do and what we can't do.
Otherwise, I met with John Miller yesterday. Things are going great. We've had 2 or 3 paramedic transfers. We got the new ALS certification for paramedics and everything. So we're going great guns there. We have 14 new EMTs.
I believe that's.
I believe there's a couple that's gotta to do their test or something to finalize yet. So we're looking good people wise. I would like to go into just so you guys know, entertain, and I'm gonna go in and ask them to get a basic EMT class going for the fall after hunting season sometime. So we can get some more people going. I mean, we never get enough.
Mhm.
And then the other major thing is, and I haven't passed it by our board yet, but I'm gonna let you know what's coming. I would like to see these people get a raise through the EMS system, a substantial raise. We're finally set. We haven't lost anybody in 3 months. So, I mean, believe it or not, that's a plus.
Mhm.
People are knowing what's going on. The ambulances are being taken care of. Things break down, they call Zach. We've got a training class going on to tell them what to look for, kind of update them on these new vehicles and what he wants when they call about a breakdown or something. So he got an idea. So I think talk to both chiefs about it with a substantial raise. I think that we could probably keep people from going over the hill. I was listening to the radio this morning on 101, Spokane County, where their EMT paramedics are making from $18.50 to $22.50 an hour. Ours are making less than 16. So it's, something we gotta.
Huge difference in counties too.
Yeah,
I know,
Yeah.
but
big difference in tax.
there's a lot of population difference.
Yeah.
So it's just something that we gotta consider in the budget. I'm gonna ask for a raise in the budget. It's up to you guys to approve it, so you know it's coming.
How are we on the new ambulances? We got.
I have not heard a word. Last meeting we asked and they were being built is all we know. We don't know if they're out of manufactured into the Salt Lake yet or not, so.
And on those new ambulances, the new one that we have presently had an antifreeze leak. And I gotta make sure they know that we don't want to add any different fluids because to avoid warranties on those new ambulances. So if it's out of like a dealer warranty, that ambulance don't get touched by me or the guys. It goes straight to the dealership. So we don't avoid any warranties.
Okay.
Because it did have produced an antifreeze leak. They had started to add some antifreeze and it was coming from a hose that was running down the block and the hose was underneath the cab. So when I seen it coming from the block, shut it down, it's out of service, it goes to the Ford dealership to get service. They found that it was a hose running around the block, but it was still under warranty, so.
Okay.
And still
Yeah.
cost us $184 on J.
Cost of doing business.
So, that's about all I can think of. Jay, you got any more? Or?
just that I think you know that license that Scott was trying to get, we got approved for the,
The
but I
LS,
think you guys knew about that, or maybe you didn't, I don't know. That was a big thing, I guess.
Yeah,
the temporary, we are the first ones in the state of Idaho to be approved for the temporary ALS license. We passed it with flying colors once they finally got it off their desk. And like I said, we've already used it twice. And I believe that we, saved one person's life. An elderly gentleman was up on the river cutting wood, got weak. Somehow he had cell service. Where he was at, I don't know. He was close to Scott. Scott got up there with his jump kit and was able to administer drugs to get him, and he's doing fine. But we didn't even have to take him in the ambulance. So that was a hell of a plus.
Did somebody get his wood?
Pardon me? So I imagine
Did
if
anybody get
it had been me, I'd have stopped and loaded, helped me load it.
I don't know, where was it at? I'll go see. So,
So, that's about all I got. The main thing, I think priority thing is we need to get on this maintenance contract.
all right. Do you have any other questions?
No.
Any public comment? None? Nothing, okay. No further questions. We'll adjourn the meeting. Thank you, guys.